Hello, my name is Ronald McDonald, and today we're going to be making a cheeseburger. Just kidding. This is actually a video dedicated to my daughter Natea. She is trying to get some healthy, simple, vegan recipe ideas. And of course, I'm going to be leaning as far as I can over to the raw food world. But Natea, I wanted to let you know I sent you a bag of the Raw Life Protein today and the Life Essentials so that you'll be able to make some of these recipes and smoothies and dips and dressings that I'm going to be making for you over the next couple of weeks, so I can inundate you with some very simple and easy recipes. So what I want to show you today is how easy it is to make a dressing with the Raw Life Protein, okay, which is made out of peas and hemp and goji berries. And then it's got a protease, which is a protein splitting enzyme, and it's got proteolytic type probiotics in it as well. So it's like rocket fuel for your gut, as well as having all 22 essential amino acids, as well as the way that it's formulated. It's so easily absorbable because it's just been micronized. And so the microbes can just break it down very rapidly. And that's the beauty of this, the genius of the Raw Life Protein. Can you dig it? From Paradigm. So this ought to be there any day, because the office is in Spokane. And I just ordered it today, so it should be there in a day or two. That's a brand new one. Praise the Lord, I love it when it's fresh. By the way, in case you haven't heard my little spiel before, Paradigm produces the purest health products, herbs, enzymes, anywhere available in the world. And the reason is because when you're organic certified, you only have to test every 20th batch. When you're Paradigm, you test every single thing that goes on the way in, and then you test it after it's been formulated on the way out. And so everything is pure, and if it doesn't pass the test, then it doesn't make it in the door or it doesn't make it out the door. And that is what's amazing about Paradigm, is that you can trust the purity because of the people who formulate it and the founders of this company. So I'm going to show you. I just opened how quick it is, right? And then bam, this is how easy it is to make a quick dressing. So you take whatever, half a cup maybe. I'm going to show you a couple of different things depending on how much time you have, but that is bam, there's that. Okay, and then what I've got is I've got a little bit of lemon, and I don't really want seeds in my dressing, so I'm going to strain that. Just strain a little bit of lemon juice in there. That'll give it some flavor. Now I'm going to give you a bunch of options for your, millions of options. There's a lot. When you're using this as a base. You know, the thing about Paradigm is when I say this is a survival food, I'm talking about you open this bag, you pour some water on there, you stir it up, and you have a concentrated survival superfood, okay? So what I'm going to do today is throw some lemon in there, and then I've got some coconut water here. So you can use any kind of coconut water. You know, I prefer the stuff without the sugar, and I do not like the pink stuff. I don't care what they say. Some people want to argue with me, but like I said, I've opened a million coconuts, and if they're pink, don't drink. So if you can there's organic ones at Costco. You get a big box of those or whatever, and you put that in your fridge. It's one of the most hydrating liquids in the world, even though it's not technically raw. It's still very hydrating and a very high quality source of hydration, I believe, in my experience. So what I've got here is just some coconut water and lemon. Okay, I don't want to get too much. And then I got my little whippersnapper here. And then boom, it's what is up, dude? Now, it's a little thick. It absorbs a lot of moisture, so you just gotta, you don't want too much and you don't want too little. So I'd rather go under and then add a little bit more. And now what we have is that's it. I mean, now Okay, that's a dressing. Now, for most of you, that's gonna be like, that's a little boring, Dan. It's like peas and hemp. It's like baby food. It's kind of got a oatmeal-y kind of flavor and texture. It's made out of pea, hemp, goji berry protein. So there you go. I'll show you in a second. That's my dressing right there. But I'm going to add actually a little basil into it. I'm going to show you how to use the blender here, because what you can do now, let's say you want to be real quick. Now you take your cucumbers or your zucchini or your broccoli or your carrots or your whatever your steamed vegetables are, or you pour that over your salad, or you, I'm going to be making some wraps today for myself. So that's it right there already. So now the thing is you have that's coconut water. You can use regular water, but coconut water, that sweetness is really nice. It gives it a little more well-rounded body. And then the lemon. Okay, and then you can just, bam, if you're a real simpleton, which is what I am, you know, then you just go, you know, So it's just good. It's nourishing down to the bones. You can feel it right away. I mean, I know I'm salesman of the year and all that crap. Sell ice to Eskimos, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? Raw Life Natural Protein. Raw Life Natural Protein is a highly bioavailable, enzyme-enhanced, plant-based, raw vegan, living protein that was formulated and balanced with a powerful ratio of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And it's got omega-3s in it as well from the hemp. Can you dig it? So it's really good. And that was just good. And I'm hungry now. But no, it's like so ridiculous, right? But I want to give you, because I'm thinking in just in terms of my daughter here, but everybody else watching too, you know. There's probably about anywhere between 12 and 15 meals in here. So you're looking at about like $3 per meal, you know. And then your vegetables, you dip your vegetables. You can put this in a little container and then just pour it over your salad, or to dip your vegetables in it. So get a cooler, get some Tupperware that's glass or whatever, and that seals up real tight. Make your dressing. Take your vegetables and stuff, because the food supply sucks. And if you're eating at restaurants, you're getting poisoned. They use cheap ingredients. They don't care. They're not thinking. You got to think for yourself. You got to eat for yourself. Otherwise, fat, sick, and nearly dead. For sure. Everybody. I'm a freak, but I love doing it. I love getting into that habit a long time ago of buying real food and eating real food like 99% of the time. I'm traveling or whatever, and I'm just tripping, you know. But 99% of the time, whole, organic, raw food, fresh, and I whip something up. So you get these skills and you got this. Now you've got this base, right? Which is coconut water, Paradigm Natural, lemon. Now, do you want to add some salt? Do it. Do you want to add some pepper? Yum. Do you want to add some coconut aminos? Awesome. Do you want to add some nutritional yeast and make it like a cheese dip? Hell yeah, bro. Throw in some garlic. Throw in some chives. Throw in some basil. Throw in some cilantro. Throw in some dill. Not all at once, but once you have this base, using this highly bioavailable, enzyme-enhanced, plant-based, raw vegan, living protein. How many dead proteins are eaten day in and day out by human beings? And then who gets sick? Who gets fat? Who gets tired? Who gets acidic? Who gets diseases? The dead proteins, because it's really hard to break those dead proteins down, reconstitute them, break them down into amino acids and then utilize them by the body for the various functions that these amino acids are used for. And so if you're a young man or even a woman that wants to be a little tighter, you're not going to get huge. You're going to get tighter toned tissue because it's a living protein. You're going to have better hair, you're going to have better skin, you're going to have better nails, you're going to have better bones and joints. And the amino acids are good for the eyes and the hearing and the heart rate and the blood vessels and the nerves. So it's a solid plant-based, raw vegan living protein. Can you dig it? Baby, I was going to try to make this video short, but I'm stoked out of my mind and I want to give ideas because I'm an educator. That's what I do, dude. I got hella skills, man. It's crazy. So I'm sitting here chilling. Now this is thickened up a bit, but look what we got. I'm just going to show you. It's just a little thing. I can stop right there. Now me, this is how I roll. Because I'm rolling salt-free, spice-free, all that stuff. Simple, plain, basic baby food, yogi diet. The yogi diet, then you like this. How was your food? It was, it just, boom, I'll stay alive. That way I can function. Instead of, how was your food? Oh my God, it was amazing, it was delicious, and then boom, I'm depressed, sad. I want more MSG from that Chinese food. Let's go out again. Aren't you gaining a little weight? Yeah, but it's a zippity bop, zippity bang, zippity bing, zippity boom, and then you're just, so it's taken me forever, believe me, because I'm Mr. Zippity Bang Bang. Like, oh, food, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That was so good, man. Bring more spices out, man. And you get addicted and you eat too much and then you try to just, it takes a long time to get this crap to where you're like, okay, I've suffered a lot and had a lot of constipation and been really depressed and clogged up emotionally, mentally, physically, bogged down. And you're just like, okay, I gotta get clean, simple. I gotta enjoy my food, to stay balanced, to live life, but not the zippity bang. Yay, food is an amazing thing, because when food becomes a drug, then you're just on the downhill run, and you gotta try to just eat food as a practical thing, which is like, you're like, Dan, 99.5% of society hates you right now. But also 99.5% of society dies of cancer, has depression, has erectile dysfunction, inability to procreate, and losing their everything, their consciousness, their health, their energy, their life, their muscles, their ability to function because of the zippity bop bop, which I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. Nobody understands zippity bop bop drug addiction like I do. Okay, but it just sucks. And eventually you're like, okay, I love to eat, but I'm going to just chill and I'm going to go plain, simple. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to just eat baby food because of all the additives. And it's like, this is so delicious. And it just makes your brain go up and then down and up and down. And then it just wears out your brain. And then pretty soon you're like, okay, double, triple pepperoni with added stacks, more cheese, double sauce, ranch dressing, double folded over with like cream cheese over the top, sprayed, splattered, slittered, slathered, binga, bonga, banga. And I'm just saying that because I've had a lot of trouble with that myself. And I don't say I'm going to be out of the water perfectly and I'm not going to fall back and snap back and start, whatever. I'm just really doing my best. And I'm doing good, and it's good. And every day I gotta be like, you want some zippity bop? And I'm like, don't do the zippity bop. But then when I wake up, I'm feeling good because it's solid. Then I have this solid, stable energy where the neurons aren't burned out. Then I get up in the morning and do my routine and get going, and it's a nice, stable, steady energy where there's no coffee needed. Because when you do stimulate the day before, then you need to stimulate the next day. You see what I mean? And then you're like this all day long. Unless you have coffee, then you'll be zippity banging, because but that's not really, that's borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. No matter how many people say, coffee, it's amazing, it's got antioxidants in it. It's like you're ripping your adrenals. You want your own adrenals to be on their own. I don't really mean to put anything down, because I don't want to judge people or anything, but I'm just saying, like, if you could get your energy to be natural, because I've had to work at this for so long that I'm trying to give that message as good as I can, plus remind myself as well. Like when I teach this, I'm like, okay, I try to do my best to live up to it and get on the, because I know how to make some damn tasty food. You wouldn't even believe, you know what I'm saying? Like way too flavorful. And it's like, oh my God, the people are, this is amazing. And when I entertain people, I'm gonna do it too, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm wrapping on, but I am an educator as well as I'm just, you know, featuring this stuff that I love. And so, but then I'm also doing this for Natea here. So I've got this thing, and I got this thing, and we got this thing, and I want some more of this because it's so good. But what I'm gonna do now is show you that once you've got the base, see? I'm coming back around. We went on a little tangent there, you zippity boppers. But the base is that. It's a little citrus, and orange works as well. I've never tried grapefruit, but I know orange works, lemon, lime. And then the coconut water I like the best, but regular water will work. And then all the spices that you want. And I'm gonna be making some more recipes. There's this hummus that I make, roasted red pepper hummus with red peppers in the Cuisinart food processor. You take a red pepper and a couple scoops of this and whatever, you know, you wanna throw in there, a clove of garlic or whatever, but you just take the red pepper and the pure and natural and you do that. And then you can go crazy with that. You can go turmeric, you can go ginger, you can go hot pepper, you can go garlic, you can go chives, you can go, you know, you can take this right here if you're really in a hurry. Because that's what, you know, Natea was talking about, was like sometimes she just doesn't take the time. And a lot of us don't. We're just in a hurry. We're gonna go through the drive-through and then we've got to take a lot more time on the toilet the next day. No big deal, but Taco Bell. But if you take a little time and make your food and get into the habit of it and make it fun, not everyone does that. I unfortunately love it, you know, probably a little too much. And some people like food, you know, when I could just drive through the drive-through and have some, you know, little zitty-faced kid make me a burger and save me some time. But really in the long run, these are the habits that you build to save your life, to stay out of the hospital, to keep your health up and your medical bills down, you know. So that's that. Now I'm gonna do something. You can use the food processor and whip in this stuff. I got millions of pestos with pine nuts and olive oil and a scoop of this because I believe that being that you've got all 22 essential amino acids, just right there, super concentrated form. It's a Zen food, really it is. People have a lot of deficiencies, they have a lot of opinions, and that's just my experience, is that coming from a dude who's been, you know, not the most stable guy that ever walked the face of the earth, this stuff just stabilizes my brain, okay? It's pure, you know, rocket fuel for the microbes, for your gut. So I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna put this in here and then I'm gonna make a blended version of this here. Okay, let me get my little, so I can, like I said, you can use the food processor, you can do it just like that. Look how easy that is. And then you grab a head of broccoli and you can just add a little salt. And that's like a really good dip. The other one that I'll be making as many as I can to feature and show you. Not everyone can get the white coconuts, but there ain't nothing in the world better than the white coconut with the meat and the Pure Natural and the Life Essentials and a clove of garlic and some dill, you know, and maybe some cashews or whatever. Like, you can make these amazing dressings, you know. But this one I wanted to show you, Natea, how simple it is to just take some of this and just stir it up in a bowl. And then you add onion powder and garlic powder and salt and pepper, or some cayenne, or you chop up some jalapenos, or you chop up some tomatoes and onions, very finely minced, and you make a little soup. I'll be making that. I got a bunch of recipes that I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be featuring this. I don't know, I was thinking about doing a class, but then I'm like, I'll just put it up, put it all on the internet, you know, and just get everybody stoked about all this stuff and all the way to do this food, the food trip. So let's do some basil, baby. Basil. We'll go here with the basil. You know, usually I just throw it all in there. Even the big thick stems too, but let's be a proper chef. Fresh. Good for your lungs, good for your brain. Basil. Yeah, like I said, you can take some pine nuts, olive oil, some basil, garlic, and make a pesto. You know, and that plant-based protein, man, is really good. I love it. Plant-based, raw vegan. Now we're about to make the big fatty. That's enough there. I'll juice the rest of that because I love making juices with basil. There's something about basil in your brain. Holy basil, regular basil, Thai basil, all of it. It's just got this aromatic essence that makes you smell good. It's good for your lungs and it's good for your brain too. So there's the basil. Here's I'm making myself some little wraps. And then here's some more lemon juice. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the natural. Like I said, you can just go absolutely insane in any way you want and use. This is so versatile because it's so neutral that you can go and make a curry with like a hot pepper and ginger and turmeric, or you can make like a ranch kind of a thing with dill and cilantro, or you can make a pesto. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And then the other thing too, I'll be making a bunch of smoothies and smoothie bowls and all kinds of cultured yogurts. I've got some almonds sprouting. So I'm just gonna try to inundate you, and then under the context of you know, sharing with Natea how to do this very as simple as I can. You start to get the DTM complicated stuff, but it's really not that hard. It takes me like really quick, like 5 minutes. Oh, there's the scooper, which I should use, but I never do. Cool, and then I'm gonna hit this again. Let's see what happens here, folks. That's a nice basil dressing. It's a little bit too thin. But here's a secret for that, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this, because I'm going to put some of this. Now, what I could do is I could put some more of the natural protein, but I'm going to show you another way to thicken. So you're getting the education, but I'm giving you like information overload in a way. So I apologize for that. But you know, you should make it so everyone's so like what just happened there, Dan? Like, what the hell do you want me to do? Should I do this or what? That's an avocado. That's all she wrote there. Now it's at the perfect consistency where I could have added some more of that, but I don't want to OD on protein either. Not like you really can. Believe me, I have eaten big piles of that. So let's test the consistency on this now that we just added the avo. And the flavor too. Dude. Now for the regular people, with some salt, clove of garlic, dude, it's over. That's legit, man. Now, the next level is I got the little wrap here. You just got a fresh batch of this, so get your hands on it now, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll show you what we got here. You make your dressing, it's as easy as pie. Like, if it wasn't me just for jabbering for an hour and a half, that would have taken me, you know, 3 minutes. Not even that, 2 minutes, 1 minute, you know? Very simple. And now you take your little whatever wraps you got, whatever you like. I like the raw ones, of course. These are the coconut wraps. Nuco, N-U-C-O. Organic coconut wraps. It's just made out of pure coconut. That's all it is. So let me get a plate and I'll make myself a wrap and I can have a little snack because I've had a long, hard day. Not really. I got a dope ass life and I do dope shit. Can you dig it? So we got the wrap. We got, let's see, we gotta cut this little bad boy like this. And we're gonna make some little, okay? So boom, you take yourself a little, you know, the thing, it's a cucumber. Little avocado there. I mean, this, of course, you can go insane if you want with anything. But what I've got is just cucumber and avocado. And I was looking for some sprouts. I actually found some, but they just didn't look that good at the market. So I was just gonna go super plain. So I'm not making anything look pretty, but the wrap, the cucumber, the avocado, and then just some greens here. And then you wrap that sucker up. Yeah, but you can go nuts. Carrots, shreds, beet shreds, some shredded cabbage, you know, shredded zucchini, you know, whatever your favorite vegetables are, red peppers, yellow peppers, whatever. And yeah, you just get these coconut wraps and then you just wrap it. That's all funky because it got all wet from this plate. The plate was wet, so. But normally you make it's pretty good anyway. Sorry, I'm not. Okay, I'm pissed. Okay, cool. But, well, it worked out. So I'm not gonna do it. What I was gonna do was start all over and show you that I can actually do this, but the bottom of the plate was wet, and so the wrap was wet, but it ended up actually working out okay. You see what I mean? And now what the next phase of the journey is the dip action. And then you hook it up, bro. Dude, I'm just feeling it right away. Just look at the power. Delicious, nutritious, high vibration, and the food out there is death. And it puts you to sleep and it makes you depressed. So eat real good, wholesome, natural food. I hope that you learned something, Natea. I hope you learned something, everybody else. I'm gonna try to do a series of videos. I'll try to make them a little shorter so they're more succinct, these recipes. But today I was just getting very colorful with you. There's a lot to learn, man. Got a lot of skills, a lot of talent. And I wanted to share that with you today. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah.